Here. All right, you're gonna lead. I'm just here for the ride.
You can't say that every episode.
Well, that's the point of this show.
It's just me? Right. If it was just me, you'd be the producer. Well, you are. You'd be fucking everything. But it's not just my... Mate, you know what? I've been leading the last 6 episodes.
Oh, no.
Maybe it's your turn now.
Not today.
Just try.
Not today.
Just try.
What? I wasn't ready for today.
One little like tagline. What's your hook?
What's my hook?
Because I've been killing it with the hooks. I fucking freestyled 2 episodes ago. I don't know how I opened the last one, actually.
The last one was...
I actually think I got nervous.
You just kind of surprised yourself.
You're like, oh.
Did I?
I'm nervous now.
I actually, like, once it's out, I don't. And then people will come back and let me know, like, oh, that was really funny when you said that. I'm like, gone. Every time we finish filming and Sean's like, oh, what'd you guys talk about? I'm like, I couldn't tell you. I literally can't tell you.
That happens.
It's gone.
That does happen, yeah.
Yeah, it probably happens to you all the time.
Yeah, I don't remember what's going on. I don't even remember what we just said right now.
Right. That could be for a lot of reasons. You just got off of work.
Yeah, I'm tired. All right. So do you want me to do something funny at the beginning of episode 8?
Yeah, let's see. Let's just see what your hook would be, and I'll let you know if it's Decade Dialogue approved.
I could do a cartwheel in, and then like you can.
There you go. See, he's a guest. You should have him lead it.
Dude, that's crazy.
I just offered a cartwheel.
Right. I'm like, the guest has to lead. Like the guests, they should be
like
just chilling the whole
us.
time. Right. That we should make people do that every time they come on now. Okay, you go. So who's your favorite out of me and Caesar?
Yeah. When you listen to the episode, like, who do you?
Yeah. You can be honest.
It's about equal.
Wow.
He's lying.
It's about equal.
There is a bit of bias here because
Yeah, it's. I mean, if I cancel out the bias,
I don't.
like
We're already gonna go there.
why wouldn't we? The huge elephant in the room is that I have sex with him and you don't. Actually, we haven't even started yet.
Yeah, episode 8. This is episode 8. See, that was funny.
Yeah, I brought it. And I led with it, but it's fine.
Episode 8, we have a very special guest, Sean, a.k.a. Mia's boyfriend, a.k.a.
AngelBoyVintage.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is his shameless self-promo. Are you wearing Grinch socks?
I am wearing Grinch socks.
Oh, that's a teaser for the fit check right now.
So obviously he's gonna start out with a fit check.
Well, it's 1960s military boots, Grinch socks, Uniqlo jeans from the women's section, and then a Fashion Victim t-shirt.
That he just repaired himself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then A&G rock ring, skull blood ring, FE bracelet.
He's always iced out. It's ridiculous.
Nice. I'm trying to get to that level.
Right.
Iced out.
I don't think we've even talked about this on a podcast yet, but I've been repairing stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah?
actually don't even know how that started.
I think
it
was
one day you just
I
randomly
had a
like
sewing machine, and you wanted to sew things, and I
Right,
had a bunch
but
of stuff that was broken.
I wasn't like you were doing all the repairs for all of your stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think one day you were just lazy and you were like, do you know how to use a machine? Why
Yeah.
don't you do that? So I did. I'm killing it
Nice.
so hard.
What does it mean to repair something? Like, what goes into it?
No, like a monkey could fucking do it. Like I can't even sit here and say like
What?
I've cracked the code and I'm like doing crazy engineer. I'm not. Anybody could do it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
literally you just need to know how to use a sewing machine.
Oh,
But you know, anything with a hole,
Oh, okay.
patch that shit up.
You definitely have to be like down to be bored for a while.
Yeah, it is a lot. Like we've spent hours here. Like my dad just gave me a pair of jeans that he wants me to repair, and they are technically like finished, repaired, but they're so brittle and old that like if you move it, then the seams just come out and all the stitches come out, and then you have to start over. It's taken me like in total probably 5 hours to do like
damn.
the littlest.
And you're not even done.
I'm not even technically I'm not even done again because it keeps ripping and the holes keep coming back. But whatever. Why don't the men go first for fit check?
Well, before I do my fit check, just shout out to Sean for letting us use the studio to record.
Oh
today.
yes,
Of course.
Wait, we didn't even.
Anytime.
Anybody, whoever is a visual listener right now, they're like, okay, the switch up is giving us whiplash.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's
we're
cool. I like
inconsistent.
being a traveling podcast.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah, like wherever we go, we just go wherever we set up.
Where should our next one be?
I don't know. Maybe at the store we work at.
Well, that you work out, but no worries.
Yeah.
No
at
worries.
At this point.
Caesar did just become a manager.
Yeah, I'll do some applause right here.
Isn't it so funny? Usually I'm wearing headphones so I can hear that applause.
Yeah.
It's just completely silent.
Yeah, right now, yeah. You guys can't hear the
That's
applause.
funny. But yeah, Caesar's now a manager at the place where we work. I'm moving on.
I don't work there.
Never. Never. But there's a cute story that we're going to tell in just a little bit after these fit checks.
Okay, yeah, fit checks. So I'll go with my fit check next. I'm wearing my favorite shoes. I forgot the name of them. Article numbers. They are really cool. I got them for very cheap from my friends at Blends in Costa Mesa. And then what else? The Calvin Klein jeans that I wear all the time. This Harley Davidson Reno, Nevada shirt that I got at the place we work at. And then I got this bolo tie. I didn't know that you could wear them with t-shirts, and then I saw my friend wearing them with the t-shirt.
Joelle.
Yeah. Shout out to Joelle. And I was like, I'm going to do it like her. And so this is me doing it like her.
She killed it that day too.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's it. And then I have my ring that I've been wearing, my Obey ring.
Solid.
Yeah.
I actually hate my outfit today, so I'm going to go real fast, real quick. The top is from Levi's. I think I got it at the place where we work, but when I was working in San Francisco. I'm wearing this vintage tee. It's Jefferson Grizzlies. There's a big grizzly guy on it. Actually kind of looks like you.
What?
It doesn't at all. I wanted to be flirty and cute, but it's fine. These pants are Urban Outfitters. These boots. Hey, stop coughing into the microphone.
Oh, I can cut it out. Okay.
No, leave that in. Leave that in. And then I'm wearing some boots. No Grinch socks, but cute boots nonetheless. Nice. And then I'm iced out as always. As always.
As always.
But what was I going to say? Where was I leading into that?
The story of how you guys met.
Oh, yeah. So,
This is going to be embarrassing.
the reason why we're telling this
cute.
today is because Caesar is actually the reason that me and Sean are together to this day.
To this day.
That's a lie, but you know what? You, the viewer, let us know if Caesar is
Definitely
the reason
almost
why.
responsible.
Almost responsible
and a
for
great
sure.
foundation.
Yeah, absolutely. So at the place where we work, people sell their clothes. I don't think we've even mentioned that yet, but you can sell your clothes. Yeah. Sean is a reseller, and he's very good at it. I feel like we should be putting his everywhere all over the screen every time we mention him.
The whole time. It'll just be an ad at the bottom.
Exactly.
It's like a scrolling ad. It's like, do you like vintage clothing?
Right.
Question mark.
Right. Oh my God. Should we just pretend that this is a sponsor and he's sponsoring us?
Yeah.
But yeah, so he sells all of his leftover shit that he doesn't want to our fine establishment. And the first time I ever saw him was like months prior to us even like solidifying anything in our relationship. Mm-hmm. And he came in. I was a manager at this time, and Caesar was. Were you doing the buy?
No.
Were you just at the register? I actually think Joelle was doing the buy.
At the register, yeah.
I was just hanging around on the floor, minding my business, and this beautiful human being walks in. I go, huh? What? There's no way. Yeah. I go up to Caesar. I say, who? That sexy man? That sexy man? Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding?
Because my muscles were like flexed.
I think he was wearing like a tight shirt. Yeah. I don't know. He's carrying all those IKEA bags.
Like 18 IKEA bags.
Right. Oh, I wish a crop top. That would have been that would have been better.
Honestly, I probably was wearing some sort of a crop top because I was cropping a lot of t-shirts back then.
There you go.
Back then it's been 8 months. Which is crazy. But so yeah, I see him and I just start freaking out because I think I hadn't seen you sew in like months.
Yeah, I took a pretty big break from
and I didn't like that for one. So anyway, he comes back in. Somebody else is doing his buy. I'm trying to look like the finest bitch ever.
Yeah.
He did not look up from his phone once. I'm like trying to strut my shit around. Yeah, literally. I'm trying to strut my shit around. I'm wearing like the shortest shorts to mankind, and this man is like, not. I got legs for days. I'm wearing like this cropped little denim jacket.
What were you doing to get his attention?
Just standing.
Yeah.
See, that's the type of effect that I think that I have on people and that I want to have on people is like I could just stand there and they're like, oh my God, who is that goddess?
Meanwhile, they're not even looking up.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I just had like college thesis level item descriptions to write, and
see,
I was distracted.
Yeah. Yeah, moral of the story, I just kind of was a little bit angsty that he wasn't looking up from his phone, but whatever. I tell Caesar, I go, I want to lick that man. What do I have to do? What do I have to do for him to notice me? Because it's getting upsetting at this point.
Yeah.
So then leave the situation, walk around somewhere else. Couple hours later, I find out that, you want to tell this part?
Oh yeah, I just thought because she was so thirsty, I was like, why not try to give Sean the phone number on the receipt after selling, and he was not taking the receipt. So
yeah,
because it shows like profit. Because I like sell you guys stuff.
Yeah, you don't need the proof.
Yeah, if I like wrap that into my receipt book, then I'm screwed.
I will say though, I just want to go on the record to say that I did not tell Caesar to write my phone number down. That's how much of a fucking dog he is. Let's fucking spud it right there, my guy.
Part. I thought that you asked him to write the phone number down.
I didn't find out until a couple hours later. Caesar was like, "Oh yeah, like just so you know, I did try to put your phone number on the receipt, but he wouldn't take it." And Caesar was like, "Oh, are you sure you don't want to take it?" And he was like, "No." And then me and Caesar kept making a joke how after the fact we thought that maybe Sean thought Caesar was giving your number to him. Would you have?
That would have been fine.
You heard it here. This is actually your love story.
If I knew there was a number, I would have taken it.
God damn it. You weren't even showing your legs. Where were your legs that day? Fucking covered. Fucking gone? They weren't there?
It's fine. You didn't need the competition.
You know what? This podcast is canceled.
Could have been having a different conversation right now.
This podcast is canceled. But yeah, so then I just figured, okay, this guy doesn't want my number, whatever.
It's not gonna work.
It's not going to work. Whatever. I'll forget about him. Couple weeks later, I'm in Hawaii. And my sister goes, you know what you should do while you're in Hawaii for your 21st birthday? You should just find some Hawaiian guy and give him a kiss. She actually, I think, said something worse, but well, as if we need to censor ourselves now.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a good girl. And so I logged back onto Hinge, which I hadn't had in several weeks because, well... Hinge, several weeks, not even months, several weeks.
2 weeks.
Literally, I'm not even kidding. Like it was a very small number. It was not big.
10 days.
Yeah, and I was like, I do this really bad thing when somebody makes me mad. Like they text me something I don't want to hear, and then I just delete the text. That's kind of how I did. That's kind of what I did with Hinge. Like every time,
I live in my own reality.
No, literally, I live in my own delusional little world, and Hinge wasn't giving me what I wanted, so I just decided to delete it and whatever.
Damn.
Re-downloaded it when I was in Hawaii. First person to pop up on my algorithm. Sean.
Wow.
I sent him a rose.
Yeah. Very special.
You paid money.
Well, no, okay, so it's funny. It was my last one because I'd paid money before. I wish I knew the people that I had sent roses to beforehand because they probably listen. When I had Hinge, I was down bad. That's a whole other story. But yeah, I sent him a rose, and then I go. Actually, I don't even think did we talk on Hinge or did we talk on Instagram?
No, we absolutely talked on Hinge.
Okay.
What was your reaction? You're like, oh, how did you feel?
I think like first like 3 messages, like I called her a hamster.
Why?
Because you drive your car.
Why did you know I drive a Kia? Why did I flex my car?
I can't remember.
3 messages in.
So
I said, you want to know what I drive? Kia Soul.
I think it's because like in my bio it said like I like race cars or whatever. And you're like, oh, I drove a Kia Soul or something.
And you were like, oh,
I don't remember
God.
how it happened, but like I remember calling you like a hamster.
That's awesome.
Like very, very.
Isn't it
short
funny
into
what guys
thread.
remember and what girls remember?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, like we fell in love. And he's like, she's a hamster. Like, damn, okay, whatever.
A beautiful hamster.
See, I'm a sucker though. Anyone who like,
But is that why you called her hamster because of the commercial?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I was like, yo, you just see you rolling around town like a fucking
Yeah.
hamster.
And then,
That's hilarious. Let's not move on so quickly.
yeah, no, let's just let that sit in. But you know who I also found out drives a Kia Soul? Cedric's.
Oh yeah, he does.
I didn't know that.
Shout out Cedric. Hey, for the audience listening that does not care, he works with us. Let's talk about other people that they don't know.
Yeah. Oh God.
It makes me upset that you have the Kia Soul that doesn't have the light up speakers though.
There's light up speakers.
Yeah, like the first like.
Oh, was that in the commercial?
Yeah,
I
like the
understand
first
now.
like generation of Kia Souls were like supposed to be this like youthful like cool car with like light up speakers and shit, and like.
And I don't have that.
You don't have that. You have the
I
boring
got
like.
gypped. Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding?
You have, like-
2021 model. It's a goddamn lease, and I don't have light up speakers.
Yeah, and it's black on black, so you don't even get like the fun like
No.
pink interior.
Yeah.
You just get.
Dude,
This
the
is a
base
car.
God,
model.
why did he
This
even
is-
want to date me
this is
in
a
the
car.
first place? God, this is ridiculous. I feel like we should go back and we should recreate.
I mean, I bought a car for our first date.
Yes.
Whoa.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about that. Well, he actually didn't. Let's also preface that.
I mean, I did and didn't. I was gonna buy the car anyways. At some point, our first date just kind of
sped up the process.
by about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he also doesn't, I think we did talk about this in a podcast and I told you, he doesn't consider our first date to be our first date.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
it was
right.
like we were like sussing each other out, making sure like neither of us are gonna like, you know,
I totally
psychopaths.
or
understand.
something.
I totally understand what you're saying, and we talked about in the episode was that still counts as a first date, even if because that's enough for it to be a first date, right? Like just to get to know somebody.
I mean, I think it was like more of a hangout. You know, like two people that like have interacted before, and you're like, let's just suss it out a bit.
It's true.
I think he lies every time he tells me this. So now that there's a camera, I want to see if he still lies.
What?
Yeah.
Did you notice me the day? Like, did you know who I was?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yep.
See, I think he's lying.
Yep. Dressing room girl. You were a dressing room girl.
That's what I was known
And-
for, dressing
yeah.
room. Are you fucking
Yeah.
kidding?
Yeah.
The fucking year and some change I spent in that company, dressing room.
It's okay.
I mean, you're pretty hot, you know. So
Hot
you know,
at the
it is what it
dressing
is. You're dressing
I should
room girl
actually
with-
carve that into the podium at the dressing room before I leave. Hot fitting room girl was here. And then everybody who comes after will be like, who's that? And you're like, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like, make it really mysterious and cringe.
Cringe.
You should. That'd be cool.
Anybody could be hot. Dressing like I could say that about myself.
You're a hot dressing room girl?
I could say that.
Slay. I love that for you. Yeah,
But what did you guys do for the first time? So where did you go when you first?
We went to a bar in the Orange Circle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what was the
Yeah.
name of the bar?
It's O'Hara's. I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an Irish pub,
Oh, okay.
full of shitty little rich kid college students.
Actually, there was none
Yeah.
that night. It was
Was
actually
there?
all old men.
Was it? No.
It was all old men.
What about that like group of like shitters like
Was
at the
there?
pool tables? Yeah. Because we like stood by a trash can and just like watched
For a
them
little bit,
be
yeah.
like.
Yeah. This is like
stupid.
pretty divey. This place.
No, I mean
Kind of.
it's divey, but like it's also in the Orange Circle.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like almost as if it's like a divey aesthetic more than it is like an actual dive
Gotcha.
because the drinks are expensive as shit.
You know what was
so-
so embarrassing though on our first date? That was not I was obviously freshly 21, and so he gets in first. He does his ID, and then the bouncer checks my ID, and is like literally like takes 2 minutes being like, "This is fake." And I'm like, oh my God, like, no, it's not. And he's like, oh, this is the best fake I've ever seen. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like,
Then
God
it's
damn
real?
it. Yeah. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I turned 21 and I still get harassed with this bullshit. I don't know if I should be flattered or Like I don't look like an old woman?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you look young, but I mean, if it's a real ID, it's a real ID,
Right.
you know?
Ridiculous. Did you ever have a fake ID?
No, I was too much of a square
I mean,
for that.
when I met you, I genuinely thought you were like 25.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who the hell
have,
like a manager at 21? You know?
That's true.
Me.
Yeah, I was being a dumbass at 21.
I mean, in a lot of ways, maybe I am.
Me too. I'm still a dumbass.
Are you?
I feel like I am sometimes.
Really?
Yeah,
What do you
I mean,
do?
we're all learning. We're all dumbasses, and we're in this world
Yeah.
trying to not be dumbasses.
You're not. I feel like you did your 20s. You did it. Now you're in your 30s. You said, I'm
Right.
wise.
That's like what we talked about on our first date.
What?
Right.
Was how like like at least that's what I was saying on our first date is like how I think like everybody's stupid.
Yeah, you were saying
know?
that. And I was like, I don't think everyone is
No,
stupid.
but like in that realm of the universe, we are all.
Yeah. Like, maybe
Terribly
I'm
stupid.
less stupid than you guys because I'm older than you guys, but I'm still pretty stupid.
I don't know. I think I might be the smartest one here. I'm just,
That's what it feels like to be 21 years old.
the
Something-
invincible.
I'm so smart.
Yeah, the nothing bad can ever happen to me, and I'm completely invincible. And you guys are old and crippled. That's how I feel right now.
Crippled by the world.
I do feel like since I'm
like,
sitting in the middle,
genuinely
you guys are like
crippled.
my bitches.
What?
What?
I said since I'm sitting in the middle, I do feel like you guys are my bitches on either side of me. I feel hard as
club.
fuck right now. Yeah, I do feel hard as fuck.
This really should have just been like you Scarfaced up with us.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like kicked back right now. I'm like, wow. I'm like, I could roll with this. Got my two guys on me.
Quesadilla.
Oh my god, we have to talk about
I know,
that.
it's not about that movie.
We have to talk about challengers. Wait, did we talk about that?
No, we haven't. We haven't recorded since we watched that movie.
No, you guys talked about the Civil War.
Oh,
movie,
that
though.
was a good movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Should we get into it?
yeah, hell yeah, we should get into
All right.
it. No time to waste for Zendaya. Why don't you lead? Because you saw it first.
Oh, yeah. No, I really didn't think. I didn't know what to expect. I hadn't seen Call Me By Your Name, which is another movie by the same guy that made this one. So I didn't know the vibe. Went into it, and I didn't know. Like, I just was blind. I was like, I saw the trailer, and that was enough for me. And then I found out that Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, did the music, and I was like, that's all I need.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, so he did it for The Social Network, which is like another great movie
Yeah.
in that kind of same style. So I don't know. It was just I did not expect what like for the scenes where they're playing tennis to be so intense and like so cool.
Yeah.
Like everything was so cool about it. It was just a sexy ass movie too.
It was a sexy ass movie. What did you think? Because you had also never seen
like-
anything from that director before.
I mean,
And you also didn't even know that this was a movie.
I didn't know it was a
literally
movie.
was just like, we're
And
going to go see
and
this
then,
movie.
like I saw the poster and I was like, why are we going to watch a damn tennis movie like that?
Yeah.
like what? Like
because
what's going on here?
Mommy's in it. Are you about to say Zendaya's not mommy?
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
fucking
no,
mommy
yeah,
and
yeah,
daddy
yeah,
in that
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I mean, she was like that whole movie, like the way they did like age was like really weird.
Really?
Like, I mean, they did it great, but like also, you know, you're used to like seeing movies with like different characters for each age, and like they went through what like 15, 20 years,
Oh,
Life
yeah.
stayed the same.
and then
age.
they were like the same characters. Like that's just like I don't know.
They
I don't-
did
I don't-
it-
You don't see that in
I-
the
movies
hair
much.
changed it. That was
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I didn't know that they were going to skip around as much as they did because they didn't really make it seem like that in the trailer. But they did a good job at that, I will say. For someone who has seen almost every single Luca, I don't know his last name, but the director who did Challengers, Call Me By Your Name is like one of my favorite movies ever. He also did Suspiria and Bones and All, which you would love. You would love as well. But it's hard to get you to watch movies sometimes.
I have my comfort movies.
Which is fine and great. It's just like, come on,
Well,
old ball and chain. I gotta get him. I gotta get him out of his room.
I mean,
we gotta
I
go
want
watch a
another
movie.
comfort movies, but let's finish the review on the challenge.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I thought it was just so. I thought it was. I don't even know what other word to say other than it. It was so good. It was so sexy.
Yeah, like
I thought there was gonna be more threesome though. I'm gonna be honest.
I kind of knew that it was
mean-
just gonna be a tease.
Really?
I was kind of stoked when the dudes started making out.
That part was so
Yeah,
Yeah,
funny.
I was happy for them. I was like, they finally realized like this works for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be the movie. Was like, oh, they're both fighting over like
I'm shocked that they're
some
like,
hot college girl, and find out that they actually want to kiss each other.
right. I'm actually shocked, and I'm not saying I know I have made it seem like all I want to watch is sex, but sometimes I don't. I'm actually really shocked that there was no actual sex scenes
No, there
in
wasn't.
it. None at all.
Because I think the whole movie itself is a giant metaphor for like having sex. Like even
Right.
tennis itself is like
Very sexual. Yeah. But it was a great movie. How many stars would you give it?
I'll give it like a solid like 4.
4 out of 5?
Yeah, 4 out of 5.
What's your docking 1 point?
I mean, it's just like it's about tennis.
It could have been half an hour shorter.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it was a bit long. But like overall, it's hard to get 5 stars from me though.
Yeah, you
My
are.
5 stars are my comfort movies.
You're a tough critic. I'm only gonna give it 5 stars because it was Zendaya's like first lead role, just like by herself, not filled with like a million other like really famous people. Like
Yeah,
some
like I wasn't Spider-Man.
right, or like
Dune.
Dune. With like, Timothy Chalamet
Yeah.
and like,
gotta
this
say his
newest
name
one,
right.
Austin but what?
It's Timothée Chalamet.
Oh god. Listen, Daddy doesn't care if I say his name wrong. I can't not give that movie 5 stars.
Yeah, I would do 4.5 out of 5.
What's your half?
The length.
The length of the movie?
But but at the same time, I feel like it all works. Like my big thing about it was that like it was like super like the full release was when they finally finished the match and one of them wins. Like after this whole buildup of like they never showed you sex because they didn't show you anybody like going to full release. And
Right.
Then the final full release was the match, and you're like, it felt so good when at the end of the match.
Like you actually ejaculated.
Yes, I think that's what I didn't actually do it, but it felt like it.
It was like 2
You're like,
hours
I
and
need to
18
practice.
minutes of
I'm not the
edging.
weirdo.
So it felt like
Yeah. I was almost gonna make a Pee Wee Herman joke because didn't he like get in trouble for jerking off in a movie theater?
And then that happened to the guy that was watching Love Lies Bleeding. Remember?
Oh, were you the one that told me that?
Yeah, we did
that's
on the
funny.
show.
Wait, did we talk about that?
In the show, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. See, we talk about stuff, and I just don't even know what we talk about anymore.
No, I wouldn't do that.
You gotta start taking notes.
I know. Sometimes I do feel like we should come into this
I just
more
want to know
prepared.
what you guys talked about before it releases.
The first couple
personally.
episodes, I think we did like try and make outlines where we actually like typed it out, and now it's just like,
Whatever happens, happens.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know when this started.
What?
Like today, I was just kind of sitting here with a microphone up.
That's
and I was
usually how
like-
it goes every
Yeah.
week.
Like eventually, I'm gonna say something. And
Yeah.
maybe it started, maybe it hasn't.
For just a little sneak peek or not sneak peek, but like a little secret for everybody. We usually talk shit for like 30 minutes and then start.
And then I usually just pick whichever point seems like a good start from
Yeah.
what we recorded, and it
Right.
just starts from there.
And it's usually when the energy is all high because we've just like unleashed wrath on everybody.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
Right. Okay, you just talked about comfort movies.
Goddamn.
Let's talk about your comfort movies.
Okay, so one of them I made you watch the other day.
What movie?
It's damn near 3 hours long.
Oh, Interstellar. Have you seen
Interstellar.
Interstellar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
I can see how that could be a comfort movie.
Unfortunately, one of them is Tusk.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I was just gonna say, have you seen Tusk?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, one of them is Tusk.
I'm sorry. That might actually get him canceled.
Tusk.
He just said Tusk is his comfort movie.
I mean, like Midsummer's another one.
Oh my god.
I can see that one too.
It's
Tusk,
like
Comfort.
like-
Caesar, zoom in on my face right now because comfort. We're talking about comfort movies.
Yeah, I mean, except for the intense sequences of violence in Midsummer.
Or how about like the first 10 minutes of the movie where she's like sobbing, crying
Oh,
because her parents.
yeah.
I'm sorry, comfort. Let's like get
That's
the.
hard.
let's
That's
get
hard
the-
to get past.
Yeah,
I mean,
come
like
on.
sometimes like my brain isn't like ready for something new, and I know what movies I like, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a comforting movie for it to be a comfort movie for me.
I guess.
You know.
Tusk was the only movie I took my friends to watch, and they got mad at me after for taking them.
Yeah, I get mixed reactions when I show people that movie. It's either they like absolutely love it and get why I love it, or it's like
What's wrong
like
with
what
you?
the fuck is wrong
Why
with
did
you?
your friends get mad at you?
What's
Because
wrong
of
with you?
that?
Why would you
Yeah.
make us watch this?
There's another one called The House, or I think it's A House That Jack Built, or The House That Jack Built.
Oh, I heard about
And
that.
it's like it's another really long movie about like a serial killer, and it's like kind of loosely based on Dante's Inferno.
What's Dante's Inferno?
I can zoom it on your face. It's like really
like-
complicated to explain.
Yeah, it's like a old.
Good thing we have time because we're filming
It's like
a
an old
podcast.
epic poem.
A poem?
I mean, it's like an epic, like
Okay.
it's by Dante,
Oh.
and the book
Yeah.
and the poem is
look
called
it up.
Inferno. I believe it's Greek, if I remember correctly. But
So
it's about
what-
the it's
well,
about
give
the
me a
it's about the
gist of
circles
it.
of hell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is he like putting people in
No,
circles?
have I not shown you that movie?
No.
Oh shit!
Here we go.
I know what we're doing tonight then.
Are you giving me
Okay.
a synopsis?
Yeah.
On Dante's Inferno or House of Jack Built?
Dante's Inferno.
Okay, I was like-
All right, so here we go. Inferno is the first part of Italian writer Dante Alighieri's 14th century epic poem, Divine Comedy. It is followed by blah, blah, blah. Describes the journey of a fictionalized version of Dante himself going through hell, guided by the ancient Roman poet Virgil. In the poem, hell is depicted as 9 concentric circles of torment located within the earth. So he's like exploring these 9 circles of hell in this book.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's about. And so,
So like each person he kills essentially is like
well, that's what the movie's about.
right.
Yeah. So like, yeah, it's like kind of representative, but like also, Virgil's in the movie as well near the end.
Oh.
Yeah. So like it's a really good movie, but like it's also wildly gruesome.
Yeah, I don't know about your comfort shows.
Yeah, it's
Or
like
movies.
it's genuinely like there's a lot of weight behind this, but it is fucked.
Yeah.
Like it is a pretty gnarly
Well,
movie.
do you have any better comfort movies that are actually comforting?
Damn, that's tough. I don't know. Mine are like Pulp Fiction.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one either.
Pineapple
Comfort?
Express. Pineapple
Great.
Express.
Great,
I'll
yeah.
take that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Another one for me is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's
that's
a
a
good
classic
one.
one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All
I-
those movies in that genre.
Yeah.
There's
Any comedy between 2007 and 2011
I was just gonna say
is just like
nobody does comedy
Beautiful.
like that anymore.
40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, so good, super bad.
Knocked Up too.
Really? Knocked Up's not my fave
Oh.
because I
Well-
don't like her.
But yeah, the parts without her are pretty great.
Yeah, I agree. What's her name? Katherine
Heigl?
Heigl? Yeah, don't like her. Don't care about her. I don't.
What do you think about Zack and Miri?
Love it.
Oh, I think that's great.
Okay, good.
Love
Good,
it.
good.
Pretty. There's some good music in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's some good music in it. I can't even.
Kevin
what am I
Smith.
going to say about it? You know, like
Yeah.
oh, they have sex.
Do they though?
Yeah, Zack and Miri.
Yeah, the whole point is
No, I know it's the whole point, but
That's
do
the
they
whole point.
do they actually end up
in the movie. Yeah,
doing
Yeah.
it? Oh, I don't know why
You
I
don't
don't
remember?
remember that.
That's
Fall in
like
love.
yeah, that's.
I totally
aw.
thought that they don't do that. It's
No,
like
they
this
do.
big lead up to like not sex.
Mm-mm. They actually have sex in it.
Dang,
And
it's been a while
then-
since I watched that.
It's so good. Oh my god, that's like literally the only good part.
Yeah. The only good part is when they have
You know,
sex.
your audience is genuinely going to believe that you're like a nymphomaniac.
Honestly,
I don't like to
anybody
watch sex all the time, but let me talk about it.
anybody in my immediate, honestly doesn't even have to be immediate, outside world might think that I am, and I'm okay with that. I can't help it. I can't help who I am.
That's funny.
Okay? I don't come here and judge you two.
That's the whole point of the show.
Is to judge people? That
other,
should be our new
each other.
tagline. That should actually be our new tagline.
What?
We're not a podcast that talks about everything and everything. We are a podcast that judges everybody and everything.
It's true.
Aw. No, that's sad.
That's the reality of the world that we live in.
That was heavy.
I
Let's talk
judge
about
people
that.
all the time. I can't help it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Because most people nowadays are like, oh, everybody's gossiping, everybody's judging. Are you a gossiper?
No, I just think it. I just don't have to say it out loud all the time. Right?
Oh, really? I feel like you're a gossiper.
Well, I mean,
You and
to,
I have
to my
gossiped.
friend, like if I'm like, oh, look at that idiot over there, like, oh, let's have a laugh.
Valid.
Look at that idiot over there. And most of the time it's me. Most of the time he looks over and he's like, oh, look at that idiot over there. It's just me fucking existing.
Walking into a wall or something.
Do I do that? God, I'm not clumsy. I'm not a clumsy idiot. I'm just an idiot. Let's get our facts
How do
straight.
you go from I'm the smartest person in the room to I'm an idiot?
Because if I'm not the butt of the joke, then
True,
someone's
that's
going to
true.
make me the butt of the joke. And I'd rather
Right.
put myself in that position than somebody take it away from me.
You're right. You're right.
You're welcome for that.
But okay, rewind way further into earlier in the episode when we were talking about how you thought that Mia was cute and she was working the dressing room, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How does that person like you? How does the person like if he would have approached you at work?
How does a person like him end up with a person like
that's
me?
exactly why.
Is that what you're asking?
I would have never done it because.
What did you ask? I'm sorry. I was just ready to make a joke.
How, if you had to approach me at work, how would you have done it?
I would not have.
Because would you have liked to have been approached at work?
Yeah. It's not like I could have approached him at work.
I mean, I would never
the one
approach
who's
somebody at
working.
work, first of all. Second of all, I would probably never approach somebody, period.
You let them come to you?
No, I'm just a shy little boy. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not that shy.
And just hope that, like, wearing cool clothes and stuff might, draw somebody to me.
Yeah.
And it did.
And it did. So,
The only reason I'm with
We're
him
good.
is because of that.
yeah, we're good.
Don't tell him though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to not be that person, but I'm pretty shy too.
You're shy?
Yeah, I mean, you judge me all the time for you're like, oh yeah, you need to do this.
But I don't ever think that's like shy. I just think it's because you're like you have just better morals than I do.
Well, what do you mean? It's like it's fear of rejection. Isn't that
Oh, is
shyness?
that?
Isn't that like putting yourself out there in a way where somebody can be like, no, I don't like you. Like that's.
Oh my god, I never thought this was like. Oh my god, everybody. This is getting deep.
I feel that heavy.
Well, because if you're talking about like trying to like hook up with girls or talk to girls, it's like you're still putting yourself out there in a way where you could get rejected, and that still doesn't feel good.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true.
I could probably take it like if somebody were to reject me, but it's still hard to like take that step to. Be,
I feel like I've been rejected so many times that I don't even care anymore. Like it doesn't faze me. And I did that really, really young too, because I was constantly chasing and putting myself in a position where like, if I liked somebody, I just went after them, and they were like, "Ew, no," and I was like, "Joke's on you." Failed.
you have a
You failed.
comical amount of self confidence, like in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, not always. Definitely, like I've been fucking taken down a peg or two. Don't you worry. But like, what's the worst thing that's gonna happen now if I find someone attractive and I go like that was the thing. Like when I finally found him on Hinge, I'm like, oh my god, he probably doesn't even like remember.
Here's a rose.
Right, here's a rose. He probably been like fucking weirdo sending me a rose. Like
No,
it's
like,
not that serious.
Literally, I think before you even sent that to me, because I think that rose actually like matched us, because I think I had already swiped on or like whatever it was, like hearted you or whatever.
You didn't.
Oh, I didn't?
I'm the one that found you.
Oh,
But then you had your Instagram in your like Hinge profile, so
Yeah.
then I sent you a rose, and I was like, oh fuck, what if he's not on Hinge anymore? And then I followed him on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you sell at whatever, bleep.
yeah.
You sell your clothes at. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, let's take it back to Hinge now, shall we?
I mean, I sent you to like all the homies for sure.
You sent me to all your homies?
Definitely.
No, I think I actually called everybody in my contacts when
You called everybody in your
That's
contacts.
fucking wild. Was it like a
Old boss.
like even my old
Group
teacher from
meeting?
like 6th grade, I'm like, you would not believe what just happened. That wasn't even some of my best work. But I loved that it worked for you.
Who else did you call? My dentist.
Literally left a voicemail for the fucking pharmacy at CVS.
got like a teeth cleaning before our first date?
Right.
They knew all about it.
Yeah. They're like, you need to come pick up your drugs. It's been 3 weeks. So I'm like, you wouldn't believe who I just matched with on Hinge.
And then amongst themselves, they're like, she's going on a date with Sean.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what happened. But I obviously told my sister first because that's who I went on the trip with, and she was in the room, and I like screamed so loud. I don't want to scream in the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I hope that picks up.
Oh, it was picked up.
And then she came out of the bathroom and was like, did you see a spider? And I was like, no. I was like, I matched with Sean. And she's like, who's Sean? And I'm like, let me tell you. And then I told her a very in-depth story. Then I called everyone at work. I don't think I actually told you until I got back.
No, yeah, you told me later.
Because, you know.
We weren't friends like that back then.
We were, but I was just like, you're like with your wife.
Oh, yeah, just leave me alone.
Yeah. Like, what am I going to do? Call you?
You played it right.
Right. Like, you're cuddling up on the couch with your wife. What was I going to do?
Yeah, okay.
You're like, okay, bye. You're like, actually, I think wrong number.
Yeah, so I went to go see that show, I Think You Should Leave Live. And it's Tim Robinson, who's the host with the creator of the show. And they go up there with the people that make the show and they play sketches that weren't on the actual episodes. And they talk about whether they should have been on the episode.
Was there any really
there
funny
were some
ones?
really funny ones. Yeah.
You want to walk us through one of them?
Okay. There's one. It's really simple. It's like a two older people and they're sitting at a table with a couple and the couple's trying to like make a deal with them. And they're like, all right, guys, it's Tim, the main guy, and his wife. And they're like, oh, we'll be in touch soon. Like, I think it's going to work out. This deal's going to work out for all of us. And then they leave. And then Tim Robinson comes back and he goes, you stole my fucking wallet. I know you stole my. And then the guy that was sitting there is like, the wallet's right there. And he's like, oh. And then he just sits with that moment for like 3 minutes of him sitting there like, oh.
Have you ever heard of Tim Robinson?
No.
He is like, I don't want to say the inventor, but like definitely brought back like the very uncomfortable comedy, I feel like.
Okay.
And literally all of his sketches involve some type of like really uncomfortable feeling, whether it be like him bringing the uncomfortable, like every time with that episode on the series when he's on a date with that woman.
Which one?
And when she's eating the nachos and she eats too much of it.
So there's a sketch where he's eating nachos with a woman and then he tells the waiter to tell her that if they were to serve nachos at this restaurant, she can't be taking all the ones with all the food on them. That she has to share them because he can't tell the lady himself. He has to get
that she's like hogging all the good stuff off the nachos.
Yeah.
So he goes up to the waiter and he's like, can you just tell her that it's like a rule? And so then the waiter comes back to the table and is like, ma'am, I just want to tell you that, you know, if you're going to take all this stuff off the top of the nachos, that's actually against policy here. And she's like, what?
I get it.
And then she looks at him and goes, did you just tell the waiter that I'm eating too much of the nacho? He goes, what are you talking about?
I mean, what are you going to do? If you order nachos, you don't want chips. You want nachos.
It's true, but you just tell the person, hey, don't share with me.
But it's also like, what fucking weird, like that's what you, like that's just such a real human being thing to like, like especially...
You have to watch the show.
It's so good. And I feel like it being on a first date is like so real too, because I feel like everything's heightened. Like you're already kind of nervous, and then I feel like you like hyper fixate on the person in front of you, so you're noticing what they're doing like 100 times more than you should. Like that, it's just so good. We have to watch it.
It's a hilarious show.
He's great.
Yeah, so I went to go see them do that, and then they would have like they would talk about stuff in between. But I went to watch this at a college campus, and there's a lot of drunk college students that were not there for not the sketches. But it's like, you have to have some patience. Like you're watching some people talk about the making of a TV show. What do you expect?
Right.
It's not going to be a party just because this guy makes stupid shows. He's taking the making of the show seriously. Right. So it was tough when people were talking through it. But
was it weird to see him talking like a normal person?
I mean, he's still funny. Just
right.
He talks like
I don't know why. I just like when you're saying this, like I know this isn't who it is, but I just envisioned Tim Allen.
Who's Tim Allen?
The guy from Home Improvement.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like,
which is complete opposite of a human being. Like, I can't wait for you to actually see who Tim Robinson is and be like, why was I thinking about Tim Allen?
Tim Robinson's like really awkward looking, but he also looks like he could be like any skater guy from Southern California.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a 50-year-old dad. Yeah. And he's been around the block or two a couple times.
But yeah, that show was good. It was a good show. You should check it out. I want to hear your reaction.
Okay, I will.
Let me know.
I feel like you would like it. Just
I feel like there's so many shows that you want me to check out. The list just keeps getting longer.
It's my hobby to fucking just dive deep into bad TV shows. Like I was just talking to you the other day, like, you know, I asked you if your sister had watched Dawson's Creek and you're like, no. And I'm like, well, why the fuck not? Excuse me. Have you watched Dawson's Creek?
No, I haven't.
You know the characters.
Yeah, ish. But
Have
I mean, it's just because I haven't seen every show, but that doesn't mean I haven't seen cheesy TV shows.
What's
Like-
your version of cheesy TV?
Cheesy TV show that I enjoyed watching. Damn, I don't know. Name something I should be. How I Met Your Mother is probably like the worst one.
Okay, that's cheesy.
Yeah, that's
I'll
really
give you
cheesy.
that. Have you seen New Girl?
Yeah, I don't consider that cheesy.
Really? I feel like it's the same vibe of How I Met Your Mother.
No, How Your Mother is like more like sitcom-y.
Okay, true.
This is more like it's more like Zoe Deschanel. She can be cringy or not.
Right.
It's up to you.
I feel like you're Nick.
I get that.
Who am I?
I don't
There's
know.
a right answer.
I don't know. Who are you?
The New Girl? Come on. Take a wild.
Schmidt? Yeah. Schmidt.
You've never seen New Girl?
No, I'm like so out of touch right
Oh
now.
my
I'm
God,
just like,
sorry,
those,
honey.
I'm like, those are names.
Yeah, New Girl is so good. I feel
Megan
like.
Fox.
Yeah.
She was in it, right?
Wait,
Oh, I thought
Megan
you were-
Fox is in New Girl.
She
Wait,
did.
can I
She
just
took
take it
Zoe
back?
Deschanel's place.
I fully thought you were gonna be like, you're Megan Fox in that, and I was like, I'm Megan Fox. Yes. I remind you of Megan Fox.
No.
Oh man, I was just talking about a movie with her in it this morning.
Who?
movie?
I said that
When?
I want to watch the Shia LaBeouf
Oh, Transformers.
Transformers.
Whatever happened to Shia LaBeouf?
He throws
killed a dog
He
and
throws
then-
fits and
Oh.
Yeah.
is a little crazy.
He's a little crazy.
But dude dresses
I throw
like
fits
a
and I'm a little
sick
crazy.
motherfucker.
It's true. What'd you say?
I said I throw fits and I'm a little crazy.
That's true.
I haven't gotten canceled yet.
Not yet.
I
Not
wasn't
yet.
talking about fits. I was talking about fits.
Yeah, did you say throws fits?
Yeah.
Like
throws good
throws
fits.
fits? 'Cause
No,
his
like
fits are just
no,
on
like
point?
it's just like a yeah.
That could also
like it's
count
like
for me
a
too,
it's like
though.
a figure of speech. Like
I
you're
throw
throwing
fits and
you're
I'm a
throwing
little
fits, you know.
That could also ring true for me as well.
Yeah, you be throwing fits and throwing fits.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What's the last time you threw a fit?
Today.
About what?
My backseat driving
Yes.
for sure. Absolutely.
We're both like massive control freaks, but just in such different ways. And we just took a different way to the 405. And like,
I didn't like the fact that we were taking the 405.
yeah, usually like I never do this, but he does, takes the 5 to the 55 and then whatever.
Yeah.
We took a different route and I always go on the 405 because he needed Starbucks. Mind you, this fit. I changed the route because you needed Starbucks.
Hey man, I need my lavender foam
Sometimes
oat
you gotta be
milk
basic.
matcha latte, whatever the fuck it's
Foam.
called. Yeah, it's like lavender foam oat milk matcha latte.
Yeah, well,
Shit
yeah,
is
that's why I
glorious.
threw a fit because he was like, "Where are you going? Why are you getting on this freeway? What are you doing? We shouldn't be going this way." And I was like,
I don't like change.
Yeah, no, I understand.
"I love change. You understand that?"
I hate when something happens unexpected that throws my day off, like makes it different.
Yeah.
Can I just say, in no way did that throw his day off.
No, it didn't. I mean, it didn't throw my day off, but like it also
Something he wasn't used to.
It wasn't.
Yeah,
it
no.
wasn't like my like comfort route home. You know.
That's. I mean, that was not my comfort way.
Yeah. My comfort
getting
route
there
actually
anyway.
isn't even on a freeway, but like I wasn't gonna have you do that.
Yeah, it's so funny because he's an inland boy. Like he takes what's it called?
An inland boy,
You're an inland boy.
girl. I grew up 7 miles from the beach.
Same, but you're still inland. You're still inland because you grew up in Orange County or Orange. And
Next thing you're gonna say is you're from Laguna.
No, I hate when
Wow.
I hate when no, I honestly that would be a flex if I was. I knew so many people because Aliso Viejo is so close to Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
There's so many people from my high school who are like, I'm from Laguna Beach. No, bitch, you're from Aliso Viejo. Shut the fuck
There's
up.
a difference, yeah.
There's
Just
a
because you got
difference.
drunk on the beach at Laguna doesn't make you from there.
Oh, had you?
Shots fired.
I'll throw shots at like all of South County to be honest, but
There used to
That's
be a
alright.
beach in Laguna called Table Rock, and have you ever
wait,
heard
hold
of
up,
that?
I'm confused. What do you mean used to be a beach?
No, like it's still a beach, but like this was a spot in
Used to
Laguna
frequent.
that was like notorious for like partying. Like you went down there if you like wanted to smoke weed for the first time, or like if you wanted to throw up from copious amounts of alcohol. Like
Nice.
all of these overage men. I don't want to say men.
Overage men?
of age, I guess I should say.
Of
I'm only saying overage because
55.
by the time we were going down to Table Rock, they were overage and we were underage. But like that's where you went, like if you wanted. That was scary.
You never went?
Well, no, I went, but like it was more so like I went for other people because they were like, oh, like I want to smoke some weed, like let's go to Table Rock, and I'm like,
Oh, wow.
guys, my mommy's coming soon to pick us up. But yeah, that beach is no longer a thing because there's cops everywhere
Oh, okay.
because they busted it. They know it's a
They know
it's a problem.
I was really wondering how you were going to circle back to there was a beach. I was kind of hoping that there was like a crazy landslide or like a mansion fell on the beach or something.
Cops just busted it.
Oh,
So now
Bummer.
it's not a hangout spot anymore.
okay.
We should bring it back.
All of age?
Yeah, all of it.
I'm not trying to hang out with anybody underage.
Okay. You're no fun. Canceled.
You're no fun.
Canceled. How many times can we get canceled? That should be the episode. That should be an
What?
episode one time where we just say like a million things that could get us canceled.
What do you honestly believe that could get you canceled? Like something you're not just saying for the controversy. Like something you're like, oh, this belief is going to get me in trouble.
I don't think I have any.
Well, then how can you get
It
canceled?
depends on like what crowds are canceling me.
What is your most controversial opinion right now?
This could be heavy.
I don't
even
know. Probably like the political affiliations that I have.
Gosh.
Caesar said, "Whoa, I didn't mean for us to get that into it."
I'll just say like
I'm curious.
I'm
Caesar's
wild.
like, "I thought you were gonna say Drake instead of Kendrick Lamar."
I'm like so left wing that like
It borders on communism.
like no like liberals wouldn't like me,
I see.
you know, and like conservatives really don't like me,
Yeah.
you know. So
I can understand that.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if it'd get me canceled, but that's probably like my most like controversial opinion.
Yeah, I'm pretty much right there with you. I think I don't know how extreme your views are, but I think I would.
I actually think you guys would have good conversations about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sean would probably get way more into it than you because the reason why me and Sean work so well together is because there's a level of insane and you are so chill.
Yeah, I couldn't get insane.
I mean, mine's more just like a hyper interest in things that like I find interesting.
Not saying that you don't have hyper interest, but like when he finds a certain interest, like he like
I need to know
goes all the
everything
way
about
in.
it, yeah. And I need to be like as close to the best as I can be at it.
Yeah.
Which is actually probably one of my favorite things about him because we can go into literally any place and he just like can bring up the most random topics and just makes friends everywhere he goes.
I talked about black holes on our first date.
He did.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, tell me about them because why would I have taken the time out of my day to research that stuff?
Yeah.
I mean,
This guy,
like
all about
granted,
it.
I don't know anything about them like in practice, but I find them
He did a pretty damn good
I
job.
find
'Cause
them
I was
to
like,
be,
oh my
like-
god,
wildly cool.
black holes.
Yeah. I just like that we can't understand them. That's more what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Via black holes. Jeez Louise.
You know why I love you? Because actually both of you, because every time I do like the slightest thing that's not even that funny, both of you will just start dying
I think it's
laughing.
hilarious.
And it makes my ego skyrocket. Like I am the funniest person in the room.
That's how I feel when people laugh at what I do. I'm like, really? You thought that was funny?
Yeah. You do. I mean, you're just a funny guy.
Yeah. Well, then you're funny too. Then. There you go.
Aw, thanks.
I still haven't figured out how to make people laugh. I just know how to make them laugh
You
at
make
me.
me laugh all the time.
Yeah.
There's no secret. There's
I
like
mean, with you, sure, but like in like a public setting, like the way I make people laugh is like I throw on like a size small baby doll tee and some booty shorts and like live
Which
stream.
is funny. See, he's a character actor.
you have to get
And, like,
into the full costume. of it.
Like I do like a cartwheel every time I sell something on my live streams. Like that's the only way I know how to make people laugh. Like
And that's how he pays all
how
the
does that
bills.
work? So how do those live streams work? You're like auctioning off stuff, or
Mhm.
yeah, it's like pretty much a setup just like this, and then I just go, hey, this is a article of clothing.
yeah.
And then he runs it
I'm
for a certain
gonna
amount of money.
sell it for $5.
But he only gets good luck with women's lives.
Yeah, well, like also the men on like the live on I sell on Whatnot, And the men on there are just like vicious little gremlins who can jump off a bridge, in my personal opinion, because they're like,
it's a bunch of trolls.
They're just terrible human beings. Like, I get the worst usernames in my chat. I'm not gonna say them on here because
like offensive words.
No, like offensive ideas. Like, bleep this out if you need to, but like,
are you gonna tell the cunt story?
Like unregistered sex offender. I did almost get canceled for saying cunt.
Canceled for cunt.
But like
that's not fair.
That's what girls call each other when they're being assholes. Yeah. You cunt.
I mean, I'm part of the rainbow community, so it's a little bit more socially acceptable. I'm also a Kiwi, which is just part of our,
history.
No, it's not. It's not history. It's like everybody calls each other cunt.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's not like it's not got the same weight as it does in America. And like I grew up around foreigners for the most part, like playing rugby and stuff. So like I just got used to saying it. So I
don't think. I
don't even understand how that could get someone canceled.
Yeah, no, it's just a word.
Right.
Like, no. But I get what you're saying. Like it's like you have to. It's tough because that's what the internet's about. Like trolling people.
Yeah. So like I got a username in there that was like unregistered sex offender, like child diddler. Like
oh my god,
just like wild shit.
On what?
That's crazy.
Maybe they don't moderate their.
They don't like. So you have like your own mods in chat and like 99% of the time my buddies who I have as mods are not watching me sell stuff because they already saw what I got in the morning.
Damn.
Yeah. So
that's so interesting.
But the Whatnot girlies are absolutely lovely and really appreciate them.
Yeah, that's also something I envy about him so much is that he literally can do anything. Like anytime that he needs to make money, he's finding a way. Like how he just asked you about those what cards were they?
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, like he's selling them. He's found two worth what, $100?
Like $100 a piece, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got him in a garage sale for 50 cents.
Like that's so random. I wouldn't have even thought about that. Yeah. And he's just like out here big balling.
Nice.
I mean, I just know a little bit about a lot of shit.
Yeah, see, I love that though. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's dope.
This is just the podcast. What if we didn't even talk the whole time and it was just me and Sean staring at each other? And then you sang over it.
Yeah, so the podcast would just you staring at Sean the whole time?
Yeah.
What would I be doing? Just narrating?
No, like how all the time at work you're just like singing.
Oh.
Like you're just singing like a million different and it's not even the whole song you sing, you just sing your favorite parts.
Yeah.
That should be it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Just random pieces of songs. I can be needy.
That's my favorite thing that you do. That is genuinely the most entertaining thing throughout my whole day of when I'm working is when I just see Caesar either dancing by himself, just like so hard, by the way, like not like a little bit, not like a...
Like on some like Jeremy Fragrance shit or...
Oh my God, do you know who Jeremy Fragrance is?
Oh, I didn't even tell you. The other day I went to a bar and I danced with a girl. Yeah.
Damn, did Shotty like back it up on you?
She did.
Yeah! Yes!
Yeah,
got a little something.
We went to the bar because we were recording DJ sets for the radio show. And then, I just happened to just go to the dance floor and there was somebody that was willing to dance with me. So I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of drunk people there.
What was her name? Did you catch it?
I think it was Gia.
That's even more baller. You don't even, if she gave you your name, you don't even fucking remember. That was going to be my question too.
It was like, so what's her name?
So what happened was that she was with some guy and then the guy disappeared for an extended period of time. And then that's when I swooped in. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to go record again. And then the guy came back. And so.
Damn.
That was cool. I got to like take an
Slide
opportunity.
in real quick. And then just walk away.
And then just walk away. I was like, I don't want this to be more than what it is. So I didn't even try to do anything than that. But
so you're so good at
very
that.
chivalrous of you.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it a step
See,
at a time.
this is the thing that I don't want Caesar to be is chivalrous.
Yo,
did I just say
chivalrous?
that right? Chivalrous?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't like the way that word's.
Wait, chivalry is good though.
Yeah, even in a casual hookup, I think it would be good.
Like open the door for like if you know if she's letting you in, you might as well open the door for her. Yeah. You know
exactly.
Like, you got to be a little bit chivalrous. You
I
can't
think
just be like
I'm
a dick.
a bigger douche than the both of you.
You absolutely are.
Yeah. Because you don't need to be nice.
Yeah.
I don't need to be nice.
No,
Yeah.
some of us need to be nice.
Like men in general.
Yeah.
I agree. I think men in
'Cause-
general need to be nice.
That was what I was going to say about the Zendaya movie. It's like, she was like just mean. And it was like, why do I like that so much?
Which is so funny because a couple episodes ago, like we made the joke of like if somebody's mean, like you should check on yourself. Like
Well,
I think it's a problem with
it's
you.
true, but
And Caesar's the one who enjoys it.
Wait, so you like people who are mean to you?
kind of.
Was Carla mean to you?
No. And she told me, like, do you want me to be mean to you? I was like, maybe once in a while. And then, I don't know.
That's what's up. You got to keep you on your toes, right?
What is so funny?
I'm gonna throw up. Because I was just so serious of you being like, yeah, maybe once in a while.
I don't know.
You just really thought
valid.
about
It's valid.
it.
I get it.
Your feelings are valid.
Your
Are we gonna
feelings
get flagged
are
for that
valid.
because that's already a thing?
No, it's probably gonna be a
feel like
fucking
you're-
ad on this shit. It was the
Oh,
it was the
I
ad
wish
on your
we were
last
getting
one.
ads.
It was the same thing for me, at least. Was the ad on the last podcast was
BetterHelp.
your feelings are valid.
Is it BetterHelp?
BetterHelp. It's a
Dude, there's so many of those like online therapy things now that
Yeah,
like
I think it's. I think
like
it's
and
something
I've
like
done like 4 of them now, just like trying to get actual help, and they're just like, dude, they just want your fucking money.
that. Bummer.
Like
So
they're
sad.
like, here's give us $200 for your first session. Here's some meds that don't work for you, and then just like fuck off.
Damn.
Yeah. So like they're like raking in the dough, but helping absolutely
BetterHelp, you're on
nobody.
blast.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. I'm looking at you, Michael Phelps,
Damn. It's on site, Michael Phelps.
dumb bitch.
Damn. Bite breaking out. That's the cancel right there. That's what we were looking for.
He smoked weed. His gold medals aren't valid.